Hello everybody, I am Kyle Kelk and welcome to my week 1 video review. This week I'm going to start off by talking about the justifications for what I implemented into my app. I'm going to start off with talking about the feature, since that's right at the top of the app, and how I have everything in the app actually center staged. And I think it works the best because that will draw the user's attention only to the app. There's nothing on the sides to distract the user whatsoever. It's just all about the app. Here I have my feature. I have a PlayStation 3 controller here to put a nice little image into the call to action area that shows that this is an app about gaming. To its left I have a value proposition. Keeping track of your game library has never been so easy, letting the user know that this is an app for your game library and it's very easy to use. And directly under that is my call to action, add a game, which when the user sees that, they know exactly what they're going to be getting when they click on the call to action. Directly below that I have my search. Inside the input box I have search for a game to let the user know that they are going to be searching games. It would be up to them if they search for just multiplayer or by genre at that point. And then to the right, nice and close, I have the search button that stands out and uses the same color scheme as the rest of my application to make it stand out from the little bit paler of a gray-blue background. Directly under that, I have the title for my browse console, and the reason I selected to do consoles and not a mix of just generic console and then multiplayer and genre and rating is because for this app, this is exactly the way I think many people would use it. I know I would, and I know I asked a lot of friends and they said the same thing, is that they would first browse by console and then they would refine their search further after getting all their games for the Xbox 360. But to me, it would be most important to see all your games for the Xbox 360 first. It makes it a lot easier to find the specific games. If you're just searching for a genre, you could have a list of 100 games for that genre, but you're only looking for one in the Xbox 360, which would just waste a lot of time for yourself searching through all those. So I find it would be easier to search by console and then further refine your search to more specifically look for what you want within the Xbox 360. Now moving on to what I thought was easy this week, I have to say for the most part it was the HTML. Having just come off of VFW, I found it very easy to just bring forward what I learned last month. I had put in all my images here and my input box, and I put each of those inside a div for each specific one, my CTA, my search, and my browse, to make it easier for me in the future to come back and be able to edit each one easy and find where each one is. The problem I had this month was nothing really all too serious. It was mostly to get my images aligned properly inside the iOS and to not have any scrolling in the iOS simulator. My problem for the most part was the game tracker up here for the header. I would get all my images set up properly and then I would have scrolling towards the right because my header was still too far over. Thankfully it was an easy solution and I was able to get it working correctly. What I brought forward from previous courses, as you can see here, I'm using MMD2 completely for my graphics down here. I have the circle for the weight, I have the icon within to make it easy for the user to identify what this particular graphic is for, and then I have all my text aligned perfectly with one another for making it very easy for the user to read and them not having to look way over to the right for the Xbox and then back to the left for the PlayStation. Keeping everything nice and aligned allows it for the user to easily be able to go down through the browse categories and find exactly what they're looking for. The research I did, I had a little bit of research for using CSS just to get everything aligned correctly and to fix up my header. It was just a matter of searching Google and finding what other people did, and it was a quick fix. And my aha moment this week, there really wasn't one because most of the stuff was fresh in my head still. but I know moving forward I'm going to have plenty of them with the new code. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you all have a great week too.